Pan Elders win THA's medium conventional band finals in Trinidad. THA sponsors National Pan Finals. Tobago's young calypsonians rise, and O.J. Richards and band takes best dressed. Good evening, I am Lavian Cupid, and you're locked into the Tobago Updates Television News for Tuesday, 10th of February 2026. Now to our top story this evening. A shift in scenery didn't stop the music after travel logistical issues moved the medium band finals from Tobago to Trinidad. 10 orchestras finally faced the judges last night at the Queen's Park Savannah. Reporter Joel Green George reports on a night dubbed Legacy Monday.
The Queen's Park Savannah became the last-minute stage for the THA Medium Conventional Band Finals. Originally set for Tobago, ongoing disruptions on the inter-island sea bridge forced Pan Trinbago to move the competition to Port of Spain. Despite the venue change, the Tobago House of Assembly remained the competition's titled sponsor. This partnership allowed thousands of fans to fill the grandstand free of charge.
We should have been in Tobago yesterday, bringing off the medium band finals. But the good Lord had it to be here in Trinidad, and so you are here, and we are extremely grateful that you can come here free of charge, all because of the support from our Chief Secretary and the Tobago House of Assembly. They have been able to allow you to be here free of charge, because even though we are not in Tobago, they have accepted to be the title sponsor for this evening's event.
On the track, the competition was fierce. Pan Elders Steel Orchestra lived up to their semi-final hype. Performing magician I Command You, the San Fernando-based band earned 289 points to secure first place. Tobago's hopes rested on two bands. Dixieland placed 6th with a score of 272 points for Raising Dust. Steel Explosion finished 9th, scoring 267 points, with We Can Make It If We Try. Pan Trinbago President Beverly Ramsey Moore commended the nation's youth for their excellence.
I really want to commend all the young people of Trinidad and Tobago for their efforts, for staying in the state and taking stages of the Panyard, and coming on stage and demonstrating pure excellence.
She expounded on the positive competitive future for the Pan fraternity.
I am so proud to be president of Pan Trinbago at this time. I think we are going places. Competition drives that spirit of togetherness. Competition drives that community togetherness. Competition is powerful, and Panorama continues to be the greatest musical show on earth.
Chief Secretary Fali Augustine, Tourism Secretary Zorisha Hackett, and Assistant Secretary Nikita Percy were in attendance, signaling the THA's continued commitment to the art form. Joel Green George, Tobago Updates Television News.
They say steel pan is the soul of our nation, but last night at the Queen's Park Savannah, it also became a bridge. In an unprecedented move, the rhythms of the North were backed by the support of the East as the Tobago House of Assembly stepped up to the plate. It was a night where geography took a backseat to harmony. Delivering remarks at the official opening of Legacy Monday was Chief Secretary of the Tobago House of Assembly, the Honorable Fali Chavez Augustine. He spoke passionately on the power of collaboration and the importance of fostering unity as the conventional medium bands finals took place at the Queen's Park Savannah. In a landmark move, the THA served as the title sponsor for the national event, signaling a bridge of support between the two islands.
You don't know where breezes come from for lean foul tail. In other words, you will plan, but the best laid plans of mice and men often go awry. And because of circumstances beyond the control of both the Tobago House of Assembly and the Pan Trinbago, we are here tonight. But perhaps this is God's divine way of showing us what unity can in fact look like. That the Tobago House of Assembly can be the title sponsor for a national cultural event right here in Port of Spain as we celebrate one country, Trinidad and Tobago.
A divine intervention, or simply the power of the pan last night, proved that when the two islands play in harmony, the music is always better. Some great news there. They say the Queen's Park Savannah is where legends are born, but for three young ladies from Tobago, it was where their inner light finally met the stage. Behind the sequins and the soaring melodies were weeks of practice, pre-show jitters, and a fierce determination to represent the Sister Isle. Tonight, we celebrate the bards of the classroom who became the monarchs of the microphone, proving that when Tobago speaks, the whole nation listens. More in this report from Martina Renales Salazar.
From the classroom to the big stage at the Queen's Park Savannah, Tobago's youth are proving they can hold their own against the nation's best. At yesterday's National Junior Calypso Monarch Finals, the air was thick with nerves and talent, but one of our own rose to the top. Bishop's High School Kalia Ramsey delivered a powerhouse performance of Who Am I to secure a brilliant third-place finish. While the results speak for themselves, the journey to the trophy wasn't without its jitters. Here's the young monarch on the moment the nerves disappeared and the performance took flight.
Performed here at the National Junior Calypso Monarch, and I thought my performance was way better than what I expected it to be. I don't know where it was because I wasn't feeling too brave right before the performance starts, but when I see the stage, I just light up and the stage bring out what was in me all along. Our parents was trying to bring out.
The Tobago Excellence continue with another standout performance from Scarborough Secondary School's Nataki Thompson. She secured a commendable 11th place finish with her stirring rendition of One More Soldier. More than just a competition piece, her performance was a rallying cry for youth to enlist in the preservation of our local culture and the calypso art form.
Amazing. I'm super proud of myself. One More Soldier. It's about encouraging the youth to choose calypso, to become a soldier for calypso in the army. And I just want to say that I appreciate myself very much for making sure that they did what they had to do. And please.
Rounding out the Tobago representation was Coquise Davidson of Signal Hill Secondary School with a rendition of Put Yourself Back in Place. Coquise secured the 14th spot. Whether it's third place trophy or a call to cultural arms, these young ambassadors have proven that Tobago's voice remains a dominant force on the national stage. As they return to their classrooms from the Savannah, they do so not just as students, but as icons for their peers and true soldiers for our heritage. I am Martina Renales Salazar reporting for Tobago Updates Television News.
Pan Elders delivered a spectacular performance to claim both the Best Dressed Band Award and the championship title, thrilling spectators and judges alike. The stunning display of creativity, precision, and showmanship capped months of hard work, dedication, and faith, marking a memorable and well-deserved triumph for the entire team. Aleo Balgobin has the details on the story.
Pan Elders captured this year's Best Dressed Band Award and the championship title, leaving arranger O.J. Richards stunned by the victory. He praised his dedicated team for their hard work, creativity, and perseverance, saying the triumph was a dream come true and a powerful reward for months of sacrifice and commitment.
I'm still coming to terms with the results. It was an electric performance, and it's unbelievable that we come and we take the win. It was a great performance, epic performance, and we're just really, really thankful for the win.
The victory did not come easily. Richards revealed that beyond consistent practice, he carefully noted every comment from the judges, using their feedback to fine-tune the band's performance. By introducing small yet meaningful changes, including a dramatic disappearing act, Pan Elders gained crucial points that ultimately helped secure their championship triumph.
We just paid attention to what the judges' remarks were, clean up on some stuff, and just put a little sprinkle of theatrics to the final night performance, like the disappearing act and all of them, and the little magic tricks that were happening throughout the song, just to give it visual stimulants.
Richards emphasized that none of this would have been possible without God, saying he remained patient, faithful, and committed, trusting in divine timing. He explained that every delay, setback, and challenge only strengthened his resolve, and when the moment finally came, it was God who allowed his talent and hard work to shine.
I would say keep God in the center of everything you do, and pray intentionally, because I've done a lot of that this season, and God has been opening a lot of musical doors for me and letting the music flow through me and everything, keeping God at the center of that, had everything flowing for me this year, and it was effortless. So I would just say go with confidence, keep your creativity up, and keep God at the center of it.
The historic victory stands as a powerful testament to teamwork, perseverance, and faith, inspiring both performers and supporters. For Pan Elders, the triumph is not just a title, but a reminder that dedication, humility, and trust in God can turn dreams into reality. This is Aaliyah Balgobin, reporting for Tobago Updates Television News.
Sweet Pan. Up next, a civilian hospital attendant brutally beaten. Stay with us.
The Caribbean is more than just a place. It's a spirit, resilient, vibrant, and full of possibility. Rooted in connection, driven by community. It's who we are at the heart of everything we do. For over 150 years, we've been right here, invested in the Caribbean, its people, and its progress. And today, we're going even further. Liberty Business, rooted in the Caribbean, committed to you.
Tobago, it's Carnival. The Vibe, the event space formerly known as Shade, for the Court Tobago, says, let's celebrate Carnival. Bring your coolers every Friday and Saturday, starting from Friday the 30th of January till Carnival week, and pay $50 at the door with your cooler all night. No ice, no chaser allowed. Top DJ and artists passing through every Friday and Saturday. To pre-book your cabanas, call 369-6414 and 394-3612 or email iwamg@gmail.com. And this promotion is going on until Easter. Gates open at 9 p.m. It's rum, it's bacchanal. Bring your coolers and come.
Been down this road before. All that left is rum and bacchanal. This is Carnival.
coming up. Fets, pan, parades, soca. Yes, Carnival is in full swing. Artists from all over added their strokes to Antigua and Barbuda's canvas. A boost for these Barbadian projects through the power to make a difference. Equal servings of culture and good cheer. It's Caribbean Passport TV right here on this station.
Welcome back. Thanks for staying with us. A vehicular accident that occurred on Sunday night in the vicinity of Alfred Crescent escalated into a serious altercation, allegedly involving members of the Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force and a civilian, Kevon Lewis, a hospital attendant at the Scarborough General Hospital. During the incident, Lewis reportedly sustained severe injuries after being physically assaulted. While investigations continue, official word from the TTPS suggests a gap in the reporting process. ACP Mahalia Bacchus confirmed that while a formal report regarding the initial car accident was filed by the other party involved, the victim in this matter has yet to file a formal report regarding the subsequent incident. Authorities have indicated that without a formal complaint, the investigation cannot officially commence. The details of the confrontation remain unclear. The TTPS has stated that the investigation will proceed once more information is provided or formal complaint is filed by the victim. An undisclosed source within the Defense Force has indicated a knowledge of the incident, but has neither confirmed nor denied an investigation into the matter. Further information will be provided as it becomes available. The constitutional mandate of our protective services is clear: to serve and protect. Yet within the span of a single week, the nation has been rocked by two separate incidents that suggest a disturbing disconnect between the mandate and the actions on the ground. From the fatal shooting of Joshua Samaru in Trinidad to the brutal hospitalization of Kevon Lewis on the island, the law enforcement and state-sanctioned violence has become dangerously blurred. More in this report.
Kevon Lewis. In Trinidad, the killing of Joshua Samaru by members of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service has once again ignited the debate over the proportionality of force. While the police often operate in high-pressure environments where split-second decisions are a matter of life and death, the frequency of fatal engagements involving the TTPS continues to outpace public trust. When a life is taken by the state, the burden of proof lies with the uniform. We must ask, was every non-lethal avenue exhausted? Was the threat truly immediate and inescapable? Justice for Joshua Samaru cannot simply be an internal investigation that disappears into a file cabinet. It requires transparent, independent oversight that proves the rule of law applies to those who wear the badge just as much as those they patrol. Simultaneously, a sickening report has emerged from Tobago where it is alleged some members of the Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force are accused of a beating so severe it left citizen and hospital employee Kevon Lewis hospitalized. Unlike the police, soldiers are trained for combat, not for community interaction. When military training is turned against a civilian on the streets of Tobago, it isn't security. It is an assault on the community's sense of safety. The images of Kevon, a citizen broken and bloodied at the hands of those in camouflage, are a stain on the TTDF's reputation. If our soldiers cannot distinguish between an enemy combatant and a civilian in need of due process, they have no business conducting operations within our communities. These are not isolated events. They are symptoms of a culture of impunity. Whether it is the TTPS in Port of Spain or the TTDF in Scarborough, there is a growing perception that rank serves as a shield against consequences. The ministers of national security and the leadership of both the police and defense force are being called on and must realize that you cannot build a safe nation on a foundation of fear. Every time an officer or soldier uses excessive force without swift and public accountability, they do more damage to the state than any criminal ever could. They erode the very legitimacy of the law. Citizens are demanding accountability, not just the need for press releases expressing regret. The families of Joshua Samaru and Kevon Lewis deserve more than condolences. They deserve the truth. And the people of Trinidad and Tobago deserve a protective service that lives up to its name. Giselle Drew, Tobago Updates Television News.
Residents of Tobago continue to face difficulties traveling to Trinidad due to the limited availability of the sea bridge. Students traveling for sporting events are particularly affected, struggling not only with scarce tickets but also with insufficient funding to support their journeys, says Coach Ronnie McKenna.
One of the things is that we would have had little challenges is to travel. However, we would have made a lot of efforts. Some of the parents would have helped to donate to get tickets as well. But that's something beyond my control and the team control. But travel to Trinidad back and front sometimes does be challenging.
When asked if the Division of Education was providing funding for such travel, Coach Ronnie McKenna noted that he had expected support. Instead, parents and teachers are stepping in, contributing their own resources to cover travel costs for sporting events.
What I could say is that I think they are the ones who would have been funding our tickets to Trinidad and stuff like that. However, only the parents and teachers at school would have given funding for the team.
Limited sea bridge access continues to challenge Tobagonians, especially students traveling for sports. With government support lacking, parents and teachers are stepping up, funding travel themselves to ensure young athletes can compete, highlighting the community's resilience and commitment. They say you can't know where you're going until you remember where you started. At the Roxborough Secondary School, the once thriving agricultural plots have become a graveyard of overgrown moss and empty pens, but the soil hasn't forgotten its potential. Tonight, we take you to the east, where a team of former students turned professionals are returning to their roots. It's a mission to transform Ground Zero back into a garden of inspiration. More in this report from reporter Martina Ronales Salazar.
While the microeconomy faces its challenges, a grassroots effort in East Tobago is sowing the seeds of a different kind of future. At Roxborough Secondary Agriculture Division, the plots and pens that once served as a hub for students' inspiration has spent years in a state of decline. But a new partnership is breathing life into the soil. The Unemployment Relief Program's Agricultural Unit has officially extended its school revitalization program to the institution, aiming to restore the bounty that once defined the campus. At the heart of this project is Ronald Murphy, the Assistant Regional Supervisor for the URP's Agricultural Unit. For him, this isn't just a job, it's a homecoming.
I'm here in Roxborough as the Program Coordinator for the Agriculture Unit in the URP. And we had rolled out an initiative recently to develop back agriculture in all the schools in Tobago. Roxborough is really a part of me from being a past student. So I'm here with Miss Williams, the agri teacher, to assist her in whatever area. I feel happy because this is my passion.
For Ms. Kinda Williams, an educator who has recently joined the teaching body at the institution, the mission is twofold: teaching a curriculum and rebuilding a department from the foundation up. From moss-covered floors to a complete lack of basic tools, Williams describes a bittersweet homecoming to a classroom that currently has more memories than resources.
And I'm kind of glad to be back here. It's bittersweet. The bitterness is that the state of the agriculture plot. As you can see, it's starting from ground zero. You're working with nothing. And I mean nothing, not as much of a hand fork is here. So that means the refurbishing of the classroom, the desk, power washing, because I could see it's years and months of moss on the ground. To replace chicken wires, BRC, bring back grow box, plow the land, tail bank. And it's a host of things because one lead into our next.
The road to restoration is paved with more than just good intentions. It is being built on a foundation of private and public sector collaboration. With the technical expertise of the URP and the quality support of Shanae Agri Center Limited, the tools and resources are finally arriving to match the passion of the people on the ground. It may be starting from ground zero, but for this team, the harvest of tomorrow is worth every hour of power washing and replanting today. I am Martina Renales Salazar reporting for Tobago Updates Television News.
Thank you, Martina. The news will continue in a moment, but why wait? You can follow every story, every update at any time. Join the conversation and find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Tobago Updates. Don't miss a beat. We'll be right back with some regional news and news of sports.
As you come in. Long time I see you. This station complete. Ready for children party. Mommy! Jay, you can't go nowhere with these children. And you know you can't depend on Kevin neither Stephen to see about them. Yeah, total waste. So I supposed to stay home whole time? Jada is 12. She could see about that. You just leave Jada to see about Kia and Kayla? I thought it's your mother or your sister. Who? Them always busy. Jada could handle that. She cooking and cleaning a long time. And the next two, better know what time it is. It's only me, you know. I will talk to my mother. She just home these days. She will make sure the children okay. Alright. Let me see the moves for later.
Before you ramage, make sure the children okay. Call 996 to report all child abuse now. A message from the Children's Authority of Trinidad and Tobago.
Are you in a dispute with a registered investment service provider of the TTSEC? Or maybe you're the victim of an investment scam? You can lodge a complaint or submit an anonymous tip to the Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission. Download our Investor Protection app or go to ttsec.org.tt to access our complaint form or submit an anonymous tip. Write a clear summary of your complaint. Submit copies of supporting documents along with the originals for verification. Provide a copy of the feedback received from the entity regarding your complaint. All investor complaints or scam reports submitted by the public are acknowledged and reviewed by the TTSEC. Investigations are pursued based on the outcome of the review. Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission, protecting the interests of investors and the public. You invest, we protect. Everyone benefits.
Welcome to Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, where innovation meets excellence and service reigns supreme. Our commitment is simple: to provide high-quality, innovative aluminum, vinyl, and glass solutions for both commercial and residential spaces. At TGSL, we don't just meet needs, we exceed expectations. Our range includes the finest aluminum cladding options, setting new standards in durability and style. Driven by our passion to elevate, we aim to be the leading supplier in the Caribbean market while retaining our identity as a family-owned business. Because at Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, it's not just about products. It's about relationships, it's about you. Innovation, quality, service. That's Tobago Glass Supplies Limited.
Coming up, fetes, pan, parades, soca. Yes, Carnival is in full swing. Artists from all over added their strokes to Antigua and Barbuda's canvas. A boost for these Barbadian projects through the power to make a difference. Equal servings of culture and good cheer. It's Caribbean Passport TV right here on this station.
This is how it's gonna go. They better look up and look, 'cause this is your show, and everybody's gonna know. Say it to them once again. They better look up and look. This is your show, and everybody's gonna know. That's how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show.
Welcome back. Thanks for staying with us. Taking you right into some action with sports. The West Indies began their quest for a record-breaking third title with a dominant 35-run victory over Scotland on the opening day of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2026, hosted jointly by India and Sri Lanka. The men in maroon, playing in Group C, dominated Scotland in their T20 World Cup opener in Kolkata. Shimron Hetmeyer stole the show early, smashing a half-century in just 22 balls, a new West Indian record. The fireworks continued when Romario Shepherd took the ball. Shepherd snatched a historic hat-trick, finishing with 5 wickets for 20 runs. Veteran Jason Holder also made history by dismissing Scotland's captain. Holder is now the first West Indian to take 100 wickets in every format. Coach Darren Sammy says this team is ready to shock the doubters. He believes a third World Cup title is well within reach. The Caribbean side now carries huge momentum into their match tomorrow against England in Mumbai as Tobago looks on. The secondary school cricket season is off to an exciting start with Bishop's High School and SWAHA Hindu College making a strong early impressions. Bishop's High are building momentum after an initial setback, while SWAHA Hindu College's strategic approach has already secured 2 wins, placing them at the top of the standings. Reporter Aliyah Balgobin has the details on the story.
Ronnie McKenna, coach of the Bishop's High School cricket team, emphasized that the program extends beyond sport, stressing that the importance of academics and strong parental support. Despite occasional training challenges, the team's dedication and hard work continues to pay off, with new players steadily joining the squad.
It goes a long way because, the academical thing with the school and stuff like that. So the parents play a good role as well. We have full cooperation from the parents. Sometimes training is difficult, but we put in the hard work. However, we would have gained a few players still from last season who would have strengthened the core of our team. Hence, we are at this division playing at a high level.
McKenna noted that with 6 matches remaining and this being their third outing, the team is steadily building momentum. After losing their opening game at Moriah, they rebounded strongly with an impressive victory in Trinidad last week, boosting confidence for the remainder of the season.
We have probably 6 more games. This is our 3rd game. We would have lost the first one right here at Moriah. We would have won last week in Trinidad. And as you can see the game here, we are back against the wall, but we'll see how the day goes.
Nicholas Ramkisoon, physical education teacher and coach of Swa Hindu College, said the team's main adjustment this season has been improved strategic planning. The approach has delivered positive results so far, with 2 wins from 3 matches, placing them at the top of the standings.
One major change we made was more strategic planning going forward onto the season. Thus far, we are off to a brilliant start. This is our 3rd game. We have 2 wins so far, leading the table.
Both Bishop's High School and Swa Hindu College have started their season strongly, demonstrating skills, dedication, and strategic improvements. Bishop's High, despite an early loss, are gaining momentum with key wins, while Swa Hindu College strategic planning has propelled them to the top of the table, setting up an exciting season ahead. This is Aliyah Balgobin reporting for Tobago Updates Television News.
More than 260,000 Barbadians are eligible to cast their ballots tomorrow in a general election that could redefine the country's political future. The incumbent Barbados Labour Party is seeking a 3rd consecutive victory, but rising concerns over crime and the cost of living are dominating the conversation. Reporter Joel Green-George has the details.
The campaign trail ends tonight as Prime Minister Mia Mottley seeks to maintain her party's total control of the House of Assembly. Since 2018, the BLP has held a 30-0 grip on Parliament. While 10 political parties are contesting this race, recent polling suggests the incumbent remains the favourite. Barry Wilkinson, head of news at Starcom Network, says the advantage is clear.
But what I will tell you is that the last survey, which was done 2 weeks ago, continues to show that the ruling Barbados Labour Party does have a major advantage going into this election.
Despite that lead, the mood on the ground is heavy. Public safety has become a defining issue after a surge of violence. Last year, the island recorded nearly 50 murders, a staggering figure for the small nation.
49 murders or 50 in Barbados last year, which for such a small island is quite a large number. And this year already there've been 4 homicides.
Opposition leader Ralph Thorne and the Democratic Labour Party are banking on this anxiety. They are targeting older, conservative voters and those who skipped the last 2 elections. However, sample polls indicate that a large segment of the population remains undecided or indifferent.
A sample poll, and there's still great voter apathy, and there's still great higher level on decision or indecision, where voters don't know, am I going to vote for the B's, the D's, or am I not going to vote at all? So
Trust in the process was also tested this week following a dispute over the voter registry. After more than 8,000 names were reportedly removed, the opposition threatened legal action. The Electoral and Boundaries Commission now insists the registry is ready.
But they have declared that they have the list finalized. They have declared that there should be no issues where that final list is concerned.
Polls open at 6 a.m. tomorrow. Experts from the Commonwealth and CARICOM are on the island to monitor the vote. For Tobago Updates Television News, I'm Joel Green-George.
Nearly 1 month after the Tobago People's Party achieved a historic 15-0 sweep in the THA elections, the unity of the people is going back to the drawing board. With the party securing just 8 votes in the January 12 polls, leader Nkosi Phillips says a deep dive into electoral data is now underway. Reporter Joel Green-George has more.
The dust has settled on the 2026 Tobago House of Assembly elections, where voter turnout stood at 50.69%. For the unity of the people, the results have sparked a period of intense reflection. Party leader Nkosi Phillips says the executive is not just looking at the recent defeat, but at a 6-year window of political performance.
Right now, as a political leader to unity of the people, we have 2 things that we're doing. We're doing a review and a full research review of information received from the past 6 elections from 2020 to 2026.
This data-driven approach aims to map out the party's strategy for the next 5 years. However, the immediate future involves a change of scenery. The UTP executive is preparing for a one-week retreat in Barbados to recuperate and rejuvenate. Once they return, the focus shifts to the 2027 Trinidad local government elections. Philip says the party will soon clarify if they intend to cross the seas to contest seats in the Sister Isle.
When Unity of the People is finished its one-week retreat in Barbados, we will then alert the public as to our intentions to running for the local government elections or not. So at this point in time, Unity of the People is in the process of deliberating as to how we go forward.
As the Tobago political space adjusts to a new 15-seat mandate, the UTP remains in a state of deliberation. Whether the party can translate its research into results for 2027 remains an open question for the electorate. Jewel Green George, Tobago Updates Television News.
The more news and the weather report when we return. Stay with us.
Hair goals, we've got 'em. At S&R Hair Fantasy, we provide a wide variety of quality hair, the latest hair accessories, adult toys, skin lightening products, female underwear, and much more under one roof. Check us out on Shelbourne Street in Plymouth or call us at 317-0808. We're open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. S&R Hair Fantasy for queens who know exactly what they want.
The Caribbean is more than just a place. It's a spirit, resilient, vibrant, and full of possibility. Rooted in connection, driven by community. It's who we are at the heart of everything we do. For over 150 years, we've been right here, invested in the Caribbean, its people, and its progress. And today, we're going even further. Liberty Business, rooted in the Caribbean, committed to you.
Tobago, it's Carnival. The Vibe, the event space formerly known as Shade, for the court Tobago, said, let's celebrate Carnival. Bring your coolers every Friday and Saturday, starting from Friday the 30th of January till Carnival week, and pay $50 at the door with your cooler all night. No ice, no chaser allowed. Top DJ and artists passing through every Friday and Saturday. To pre-book your cabanas, call 369-6414 and 394-3612 or email iwamg@gmail.com. And this promotion is going on until Easter. Gates open at 9 p.m. It's rum, it's bacchanal. Bring your coolers and come.
Been down this road before. All that left is rum and bacchanal. This is carnival.
Coming up, fetes, pan, parades, soca. Yes, Carnival is in full swing. Artists from all over added their strokes to Antigua and Barbuda's canvas. A boost for these Barbadian projects through the power to make a difference. Equal servings of culture and good cheer. It's Caribbean Passport TV right here on this station.
Welcome back. Thanks for staying with us. The government is boosting the steel pan fraternity ahead of the final songs of the season. The Ministry of Culture kept its January 8th promise and distributed $2.3 million in grants yesterday. 147 unsponsored steel bands across Trinidad and Tobago received the funding at a ceremony that took place at the Queen's Park Savannah VIP Lounge. Tobago Medium Convention Steel Bands, Steel Explosion and Dixieland were among the 12 recipients. 3 Tobago single pan bands and 9 conventional bands received the funding meant to target operational costs and instrument repairs. Conventional bands received $20,000 each and single pan bands took home $10,000 each. The support comes as several bands lost to corporate sponsorship this year. Trinidad officials stated that the investment helps secure the future of the movement. Now we take a look at the weather update from the TNT Met Office for the period tonight and tomorrow. Tonight will be mostly fair and cool. Tomorrow conditions will be generally sunny, slightly hazy and breezy despite the odd shower. Initially fair conditions tonight will become partly cloudy with a few showers after midnight. A mild concentration of Saharan dust is present in the atmosphere and sensitive persons are advised to take the necessary precautions. Tonight's minimum temperature is expected to be at around 23 degrees Celsius in Piaco and 25 degrees Celsius in Crown Point. Tomorrow's maximum temperature is forecast to be 32 degrees Celsius in Piaco and 30 degrees Celsius in Crown Point, with heat indices reaching up to 35 degrees Celsius in Piaco and 33 degrees Celsius in Crown Point. Seas will be moderate across Trinidad and Tobago and rough elsewhere, with waves between 1.5 and 2 meters in open waters locally, increasing to 2.5 to 3.5 meters elsewhere, and near 1 meter locally up to 2 meters elsewhere in sheltered areas. A hazardous seas alert yellow level remains in effect, and mariners are advised to exercise caution. Sunrise tomorrow is at 6:27 and sunset is expected at 6:13. And that's it for a look at your weather update from the TNT Met Office. And that's all the time we have for tonight's Tobago Updates television news, recapping the headlines with you before we go. Pan Elders wins Tobago's medium conventional pan finals in Trinidad. THA sponsors a national pan finals. Tobago's young calypsonians rise, and OJ Richards and the band takes best dressed. I am Lavian Cupid. Thank you so much for joining us. Wishing you a pleasant night.